Hare Krishna. Saturn is one of the strongest and the most karmic planet. And today I'm going to talk about Saturn in all the 12 houses of your horoscope. And if Saturn is giving you the set of challenges, you should never do remedy for it. Because every time you are in a serious trouble and you have Saturn Mahadasha running or a very important Saturn transit happening, you run to astrologers for remedies, which I would personally never recommend after 15 years of my extreme research and development. You see, Saturn in every particular house has a meaning, has a message. And if you're already doing it, that means you are so blessed that you exactly know what Saturn is here to give you and what Saturn expects from you. It's that simple as the Jyotish. At times, you've done certain good karmas in the past because of which I tell someone that, hey, you're supposed to do this particular stotram or you're supposed to do this particular mantra, and they're already doing it. They're already doing it. And I asked them that what makes you do it is that something came. There was some message to the soul that we have to do this and we are doing it. So Saturn, house-wise, all the 12 houses, I'll explain you that if this is happening or if you're doing this, don't do a remedy. If you're not doing it and nothing is happening like that to you in your life, then these things will become the remedies. Very interesting video, right? People who have connection of Saturn with the Lagna. Saturn is in the Lagna, Saturn is in the 7th house, aspecting Lagna, Saturn is in the 11th house, aspecting Lagna, Saturn transiting from the Lagna, Saturn in the 4th house, aspecting Lagna from the 10th aspect. These people will be crazy for income coming from stocks. They would be in love with stock market. They want to make huge money through stocks. More afflicted Saturn in the Lagna, more is the want for that quick money. Sitting on the system, analyzing companies and market and earning money. That's what Saturn do if it has a very strong connection with the Lagna. People will ask me with Saturn in the Lagna, can I win a lottery? Can I put a lottery? Will that happen? And you will see that they have a very strong connection of Saturn with the Lagna in the D9 or in the D1 chart. Guaranteed. Or when that major transit will happen, this inclination would come. Let me put my money in, shares, gold, trading, maybe SIPs to be on little safer side. If Jupiter is aspecting or some benefic planet is making a connection, then you'll play little safe. If there is Saturn Rahu, Saturn Mercury, then you don't want to play safe. You want to play intelligent and you want to earn a lot of money. But that's a little bit of topic today. But what are the things that are happening to you if Saturn is in the first house means Saturn is a blessing in your horoscope. And if these things are not happening or you're not doing these things, then you start doing these things. Otherwise, Saturn will become a curse. He's going to slap you every single week. Saturn in the first house, Pratham Bhava. Now, a lot of things will depend upon the sign in which the Saturn is, the status of Saturn in your horoscope, depending on the Lagna, and also nakshatras. But these points that I'm going to discuss with you are very, very important. And maybe this 25 minutes of video, tons of things will match. This is coming from pure Raj Jyotish. This is coming from pure experience. And this is a no nonsense video. If you have Saturn in the first house and you're getting up early in the morning, before the sunrise, that's what Saturn wants. And you will see people with Saturn in the Lagna, the first thing that happens to them is they become more lethargic and they come to us for remedies. Saturn in the Lagna, if has made you very serious about your career, about your life, about your responsibilities, it's superb. And if you are not responsible, you're not serious about your responsibilities, and this is what happened to people with Saturn in the Lagna, that's where your life will go haywire. It's gonna go for a 6. Be extremely disciplined. You should know your boundaries. And the most important message of Saturn in the Lagna, for me, when I looked at horoscopes, people who became super successful with Saturn in the Lagna, they had long-term planning. Be it of business, be it of job, be it of anything. And they have very few goals, not many goals. If you have many goals of your life and you have Saturn in the Lagna, whole life is going to be a trouble. If you have Saturn in the first house, minimize your goal. You can have a large goal. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. But you should have 2 or 3 or 4 goals, not 20. And those 2, 3 goals can be large. But if you have, every week you're having a goal for yourself, trust me, this Saturn is going to trouble you. And it's going to trouble you to a level where every single day of your life is going to be a hell. Minimize your goals. That's the remedy. And if you're already doing it, Saturn has silently told your soul that, hey, you're right. Just have these 2 goals, achieve it, and then plan for another 2 after you achieve these 2. Saturn in the second house now. Trust me. Trust me. Don't curse anyone. Do not curse anyone. If you curse anyone with Saturn in the, second house, it's going to manifest. And person who curses someone takes the same hit back. Read any shastras. Cursing is just not one-way thing. If you've cursed someone, you're going to pay for it. Don't curse. Don't say bad about. If you are, backbitching or you're cursing or you're saying bad to the people with Saturn in the second house, it's going to come back in the same life. Right here. Don't do that. Even if someone has done really, 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 really bad with you, please do not curse that person. Trust me, you'll have troubles. I saw this in my consultations. I said, and this lady, she consulted me. She was really in trouble. I said, "Did you curse someone?" She said, "Yes." "And what happened to you after that?" I said, "My life is hell." And trust me, taking a curse back is impossible. Once it is said, it is said. Refrain. Just refrain. Second thing is, with Saturn in the second house, you're not supposed to spend extravagant. If people call you a miser, conjuice, whatever they want to say, let them say. You need to be very, very well planned when you're spending money. And if you have Saturn in the second house and you do not spend money and you're very, very intelligent, very careful with every single penny in your pocket, you're blessed. You're blessed. Because I've seen people with Saturn in the second house, they spend money exuberantly and they're in the biggest trouble of their life. That's where the problem is. And Saturn in the second house, you should always do a long term planning, long term investment. If you have short term plannings, let's plan for tomorrow, let's plan for 1 week, looks very good. I think when you're planning business, work, you should have patience, plan it for 6 months, plan it for 1 year. That's when Saturn in the second house is going to give you results. Otherwise, no. And if your family members are creating, your relatives are creating problems for you, it's good because Saturn in the second house is here to give you a karmic settlement with your family, with your relatives, with your friends. They are here to trouble you. Take their troubles. Do not react. Move on. If you react, a relative is really troubling you. Your family is troubling you. For whom you did a lot is troubling you. And this will happen with Saturn in the second house. Let them be. Don't curse them. Do not react. And you'll become a king. Take my words, you'll become a king. It is guaranteed. Saturn in the third house. Be strict. Strict to yourself. Be extremely disciplined to yourself. And be so strict, so disciplined, so knowledgeable that your office staff, your people, your team cannot say no to you. Become an example for them. And the problem with Saturn in the third house is that initially in your life, people may not value what you're trying to tell them. But if you become so intelligent, so well read, so disciplined, and people would start believing you, they start believing in your conversations. And if your siblings, your neighbors are troubling you, it's a good sign. See, every planet is here to do certain karmic settlement. Don't do remedy if your cousin is troubling you, or if your friend is troubling you, or if your friend is ditching you, conning you, or if your neighbor is trying to be over smart. Don't come to me. Don't go to any astrologer for this remedy. Let it happen. This is a karmic settlement. This will happen. And if this is not happening in your life, no sibling, no people who are younger of your age, or who are like friends, who are like neighbors, that they're not troubling you, your Saturn is not here for any bigger karmic settlements. You'll have to get into another birth and probably solve the problems, or you've done some remedy for it. Don't do that. Very important for Saturn in the third house is do not discuss your plans. If you discuss your plans, If you tell your secrets, maybe to your closest friend, to your brother, sister, to your best friend, to your girlfriend, to your wife, even, or husband, it's not going to manifest. It will go for a six, gone. If you want your plans to manifest, shut your mouth. Don't discuss it with anyone, and they will manifest and you'll become a king. You'll have to do extreme hard work in your education with Saturn in the third house. And if you are struggling, it's good. With Saturn in the third house, you know, your vehicles should not break down. If it breaks, get it rectified immediately. You have like a broken glass or a broken mirror of your vehicle and you're driving it for 1 or 2 months. Here, Saturn can punish you. Or maybe a bumper, or maybe something is, some scratch on the vehicle, and you say it's fine, I'll get it done next year in 6 months. Don't do that, please. And if it happens, the best remedy is to repair it. Don't ask astrologer that it's happening again and again, give me a remedy. It will happen. But try and keep it in the best possible shape with Saturn in the third house. Because it is 12th from the 4th. This will happen. Saturn is there. Don't prolong it. Don't keep it for a long, long time. Lot of hard work and very less result can be the theme, but still accept it. So if you want 100% result, maybe you'll have to work 300%. 200% may not give you 100%. Don't do any remedy for it. Increase your hard work. Fourth house Saturn. Make multiple properties. Have one, two, three, four. Make it. Have that target. Spend money on making small, 1 BHK, a small condo, or somewhere like a very low income flats. If you are purchasing, purchase it. You're never going to live there, but have properties. If family doesn't value your love and they don't respect you, don't do that, any remedy for it. That's fine. That's the karmic settlement of your Saturn here. Accept it, be ready for it, be immune. And if they're respecting you, don't just get carried away. Maybe some good planet is aspecting and you have blessings of Vishnu. And keep money in reserve. Saturn in the fourth house, if you don't keep money in reserve, you can be in the biggest trouble of your life. What is multiple property? Do you live in multiple properties at a given time? The answer is no. Multiple property is a reserve asset. You can convert it into rental or whatever you think of. It's a reserve asset. You need reserve assets in life. And if you don't have reserve assets, work hard. Pray to Surya Bhagwan. Because Surya in the fourth house is a Surya that has ability to punish. And then we have Saturn there. It also has ability to punish when you don't have your saving account, a decent saving, or reserve money, or reserve assets, or reserve property. You should have it. That's the biggest message of Saturn. That, hey, Navneet, go tell that guy to keep things in reserve. I can take everything from him at a given time. He will only survive if he has something in reserve. Saturn in the fifth house. If you have a heartbreak, if you have loss in your romance, if your girlfriend, boyfriend ditches you, fantastic. They came here to ruin couple of years of your life so that you can live a better life with someone. That's the message. And if you come to me for the remedy of your breakup with Saturn in the fifth house, I'll not give you any remedy. In fact, I'll give you a remedy to make your mind stronger. That's what the message of Saturn in the fifth house is. If a miscarriage happens after marriage, during the pregnancy, it's a major karmic settlement that has happened, and you will see prosperity. You will see things start getting to the track after the miscarriage. It will be a natural miscarriage because that was what Saturn was supposed to do in the fifth house. Rahu was supposed to do. They did it. You can see from the D7, you can see from other divisional charts whether it's going to repeat or the dasha will give you that repetition or not. But I think at a given time, it's very difficult. You feel sad, shattered, disappointed. But take it as a karmic settlement. It was supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen. Saturn did its work and gone. Because if that child would have been born in your family, that child would have troubled you for like 60 years, 80 years, 40 years. This came, did a karmic settlement. He went, you went, right? Shani was forced to do this job because he was instructed by your own karmas. Don't do any remedies for it. Take it. Start doing Gayatri Japa. Start fasting on Thursdays. And you'll get a child. You'll get your love back. You'll get beautiful family, husband, wife. But if you come back and tell me you cry about your breakup and you want that girlfriend or a boyfriend back, Saturn is going to hit you hard. It's done it, done it. Saturn in the sixth house. If you are having stomach problems, gastric problems, IBS, Saturn is settling your past life karma. Let it be. Take medicine, do yoga, but do not do any major remedy for it. That's what your karma is, to have pain in your stomach every third day. He's helping you to burn your karmas. All you can do is do pranayama, watch what you eat, do Vishnu mantras. But if you say, oh, give me a great remedy and the pain never happens again, Saturn says, hey, you're stopping me from my work. He did this karma and I'm here to give him this karma. Tell him to work, go to his office, do his work with his stomach pain. Tell him to get up and do his work with the pain. I'm not going to kill him with this pain, but this will remain. That's what Saturn does. It gives same trouble with liver issues. But if you work with your pain and with your health going here and there, Saturn in the sixth house is to give you such amount of wealth that you can't even imagine. But if your focus is on yourself, you're like, oh, I can't do, my legs are paining, my stomach is paining, I'll not work today. That's when you're going to have major financial and economical troubles. Saturn in the sixth house gives you extra confidence. Use that confidence at your workplace. If any one of you have Saturn in the sixth house, the way you can present, the way you can convince investors, nobody can. Nobody can. That's your confidence. Do it. You say, I don't know what planet is giving you the confidence to present. Saturn in the sixth house gives you that confidence to present in front of a team. And you become a star performer. Initially, people may take you little like, Okay, but then, oh, this guy is good. Saturn in the seventh house. It's great if your life partner is elder to you. It's a karmic settlement. Be happy for it. Your wife is 4 or 5 years elder, or she looks elder. She's more mature. Saturn is doing his job. Never be scared of partnerships with Saturn in the seventh house. If they break, let it go. Don't go to an astrologer that, oh, please save my partnership. I was doing very well. A lot of profit was coming. Saturn says, you did partnership. He showed you his real colors. He's gone now. Don't come to me that you should reconcile. Don't do it. Let it break, because there's an opportunity to become like a one-man army and you become very, very strong. That's what Saturn in the seventh house does. Be very, very romantic person in your life if you want a good married life. Saturn in the seventh house will make you romantic. I've seen tons of horoscope where it said, no, no, my husband has Saturn in the seventh house is very romantic. If you're not, become a romantic. You know, I don't know how you become romantic, but try to be romantic. Taking care of your hygiene standards, applying perfumes is fantastic. If you have Saturn in the seventh house and you are so attracted towards perfumes, great. If you don't, get attracted, because it's in the sign of Shukra. Perfume is not Venus. Perfume is Mercury, but the fragrance which is coming out of the perfume is Venus. Saturn in the eighth house. If you have an office or a home that doesn't have a dead end, like there's a street and street doesn't end there, you're very lucky. Because people with Saturn in the eighth house, they'll be living in a home or living in an office which has a dead end. It's on the dead end. That gives you trouble. Because eighth house Saturn is dead end. Don't enhance it. If you're getting delay in the payments, don't do any remedies, because payments will never come. Let it come with a delay. Let your promotion come with a delay. It will come. But the day you start doing the remedy, it won't come. Saturn in the eighth house always bless people. Keep your hand on the heads of people. The blessings will manifest and it will come back to you. The same blessings will come to you. If you say something good about someone, it will happen. People say, Guruji, I have Saturn in the eighth house. I tell them to purchase these stocks, buy these stocks. They earn profit. I won't. Tell them that if you earn, give me something. You'll get it from there. Because you have ability to bless people. I tell them to learn Jyotish, learn healing with Saturn in the eighth house. Otherwise, you'll have to go to healers. Become a healer. With Saturn in the ninth house, if you have problems with siblings, it is great. It's a karmic settlement, no remedies. Court cases, problems, disputes. Try to solve them amicably. If it doesn't get solved, go to the court and fight with justice. It should not be that you are taking more and he's taking less or she's taking less. There will be fights. If these fights are happening, those court cases are happening, just fight it genuinely. Don't do any remedies to you get something more out of it. Don't do that. It will be a problematic situation. Cases, disputes. And if you get losses before the age of 36, that's fine. Let it be. Because the moment you cross 36, things will manifest for you. Be very disciplined. If you're going from away from your motherland, away from where you were, good. going to foreign lands, pretty far away for your work. Good. Don't do any remedies to come back. That's what Saturn wants. And if you're going against what Saturn wants, that's where you start getting punishment. If you're not getting results at your home, in your hometown, go far away. That's the message of Saturn. I'll see people getting struggle in getting their degrees, diplomas with Saturn in the ninth house. Let it be, no problem. No problem. No remedies required. Just a follow up is required. You have to go to the university 2, 3 times, to the college, this document, that document. Keep giving it. That's what Saturn wants. With Saturn in the 10th house, a lot of astrologers say that, oh, you've got Saturn in the 10th house. You should be in the business of iron, steel, petroleum, uh, electrical devices or anything which Saturn represents, engineering or something. No. Saturn, if you are into this profession and if you are into steel and petroleum and all these stuff, and you have Saturn in the 10th house, it's a trouble. It'll give you maximum trouble there. Saturn here will never allow you to buy a brand new home. Any profession which is not steels, any home which is not new, used home, buy it, do it. You'll be successful. You'll be feeling much, much better. Although there are many planetary combinations, I'm just telling you about the theme of Saturn in particular bhava, which is like, even if you consider this video as 20-30% or 40% of what I'm trying to tell you, it's going to give you great relief in your life. Become workaholic. 300-400% of your ability you need to work. If your family is complaining you that you are not, making the balance, you're not trying to balance your personal life and professional life, let it be. Let them speak, because they are the one who are going to come to you and say that we understand you did not give us time. You were more towards your work, but you've done such a large thing in your life. You've given us such facilities in our life that we thank you. But initially, they are going to crib you, crumble that, hey, you're not giving us 100%. Your 14 hours you're working, the children are getting ignored. Let it be, because you're on a mission. And when you achieve that mission, every single person in your family is going to compliment you. That complaint is going to be a compliment now. Work hard with Saturn in the 10th house. It will give you huge name and fame, but stay away from the works of Saturn. Become like a management guy, like who's managing huge things. Portfolio management is great with Saturn in the 10th house, trust me. Saturn in the 11th house. If you have problems in your heart, palpitations, people come snatch things from you, go away. People take credit of your hard work. Let it be. If you have a limited social circle, let it be. You will have very few people within the family with whom you will gel. Thank you. That's what Saturn is here to do. Saturn is here to give you frustration where you did work and someone else has taken the credit for it. You do remedy for it, it's going to multiply. It's going to happen 2 or 3x. Let it be. And one day you'll get a credit that nobody has got. That's what Saturn means in the 11th house. You'll have great relations with your son-in-law or your daughter-in-law, or your brother-in-law. You can have great relationships with them. And these are the people whom you will value. If there are other 20 people who are hurting you, let it be. That's what Saturn in the 11th house is. Saturn in the 12th house. If you have minor health issues, every day this and that is coming up. Let it be. Keep chanting Shri Ram, 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 Ram. Let it be. That's what Saturn wants to do. Many diseases will not be able to be diagnosed. You go to doctor, they'll investigate, nothing coming up, nothing coming up. That's what Saturn 12th house means. Prolonged, undiagnosed diseases, Saturn in the 12th house. And then you become extremely spiritual in your mid 40s or mid 50s. If you become, Saturn has achieved it, and Saturn has brought you on the right path of mukti, of moksha. If you're going away from the motherland, go. Don't try to come back. And do your bhakti there, pretty far away. That's what the message is. If you think you can relate to what I'm saying, if you think that these understandings can become your remedy, that's what real Jyotish is all about. I'll come up with another video. Till then, lots of love. Hare Krishna. Har Har Mahadev.